Good day, folks. Today I'm going to be reviewing and showing you how to play the game Drop Drive. Now in this game, you're going to be playing the role of a space explorer, and the object of the game is to have the most amount of credits. There are several different ways you're going to be able to get credits. You'll be able to sell asteroids to different planets. You're going to be able to collect upgrades for your ship. You're going to be able to deliver passengers to certain planets, and you're also going to be able to collect specimens that are going to symbiotically work together to try to earn you some more points. So let's check it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just review the base game. There is a full game. Okay, to begin, you've got this little space wall over here that you're going to make into a hexagon, and right over here is the sun. Now what you're going to do in the beginning is you've got all these different parts that you're going to be dumping in here. You've got planets, you've got asteroids, you've got salvage parts, and you also have fuel depots over here that you're going to be dumping. We'll just go ahead and put them over about 5 inches or so and just dump them in like so. So right over here, everybody is going to be getting ship cards. You're going to have 2 ships that you're going to be able to use. You'll have a pirate ship, and then you'll have your regular ship. This card represents the regular ship. This card represents the pirate ship. This card's got some information on it. This is going to tell you whenever you launch your ship in here where you're going to be able to launch it near, and this one says you're going to be able to launch it near another ship. Now there are other cards that will say you can launch it next to another planet, or you can just launch it anywhere. It'll have a different symbol. This over here is going to tell you how much you can add to your battle die if you decide to do a battle. So if I roll the 1, for example, I could add 4 and make it 5. Over here, this is the pirate side. These are going to be spaces where you can put cargo. This is going to tell you how many cards you're going to be able to draw if you decide to explore a planet. And right over here, this is going to be the length of your rocket drive. This little piece over here, these come off, and you can build your rocket drive piece with this. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a flight path out of this as you are playing the game. Right over here, this is going to be your pilot, and your pilot's going to have a little ability over here. This one has a specimen canister. Now, there's these little cards over here that you're going to be drawing in the game. You'll have a ship upgrade card. This will allow you to go ahead and put this here in between like so, and then you'll go ahead and gain the ability that is on that card. And you can have as many of these as you want. Right over here, this is going to be the specimen card, and each specimen card is going to have 3 different categories over here, and you can use this synergistically with other cards. So for example, if I had this card, this says tunneling, and any cards that have 1 to 2 points of this symbol that you have in your ship, you'll be able to collect 2 credits. Now this particular card has 11, so this will not fit this category, but you can get other cards that will do that. The last type of card you get are going to be called passengers, and they're alien passengers. You're going to just simply drop them off at their planet, and then you're going to go ahead and get the reward after you do so. So in the beginning, you're going to go ahead and draw 3 of these cards, and you're going to go ahead and pick one. I'll go and use the thirsty ship upgrade here, and I'll go ahead and place it in here like so. You'll have a fuel over here, and this is going to allow you to help launch your ship. You'll also be able to turn these into re-roll dice when you're doing battles. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and launch your pirate ship if he's not already in there. You'll just simply put him over the sun, and boom, and that's where he's going to land. Now with the pirate ship, what you're going to do is you're going to move to the nearest cargo, and this can be asteroids, it could be this, and it could be this as well. She's touching this one, so I'll just grab this, and this is a salvage piece, so I'm going to go ahead and put it over here like this. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to activate your drop drive. You can skip this if you want, but right now I don't have a ship in there, but I'd like to have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay this fuel here, and then I'm going to look to see where I can drop this next to, and it says I can drop this next to another ship. So this would be my pirate ship. I'll just drop it next to that, and I've dropped it. So then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and activate your rocket drive, which is this. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to go ahead and just place these over or touching any types of pieces. So let's just say I do something like this. So let's say I've made a flight path like this. So what's going to happen is I've got it under this, I'm touching this, I'm under this, and I'm going to land on a planet. So what I'll do is I'll remove it. I'll go ahead and get these 3 things, and I'm going to place them right here and right here. I've got salvage. I'll be able to place this here as well. If I end up filling this up, I'm just going to have to discard something to replace it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and land on the planet over here. Here's what I can do when I'm on the planet. I can explore it. First thing I can do is I'm going to go ahead and look on this planet thick chart over here, and this is where I'm going to be able to sell asteroids. The way I'll be able to do that is I'm going to just look to see what asteroids I have, a green one and a yellowish one. This doesn't take green, but it does take yellow, and it's offering me 4 credits if I sell it. So I'm going to go ahead and sell it. I'll drop it back in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 credits for myself. After I've gone ahead and sold them, I'm going to go ahead and put this little piece over here, and then the next price point will be 5, and then it'll go up 1 from there. Since I'm on the planet, I do have a couple of choices. If my ship ended up getting damaged because of a battle, which I'll talk about, I can do a repair. If it was damaged, it would be flipped over like this. A repair, I could just simply say I want to do a repair, and I'll go ahead and flip over all of the damaged cards. If I decide not to do that, or don't need to do that, I can explore the planet. This simply means I'm going to be able to draw a card from this deck. This says I can draw 1, so I'll go ahead and draw 1. And I have gotten a specimen card. So this one is going to go over here in the specimen space. Also, if I had any aliens that I wanted to drop off, I could go ahead and drop them off and get the reward for that. Okay, so let's just say in the course of the game, these 2 ships end up meeting together. A couple of things are going to happen here. The first thing, the pink ship is going to have 2 options. He can hail a frequency to the ship, and then the yellow player will have 2 responses. He can either gather cargo with that ship, and they'll just grab 2 cargo that's closest to him, or he can go ahead and arm weapons. If he decides to arm weapons, it's going to go back to this ship, and then he's going to get a chance to respond as well. If he decides that he's not going to fight, then this ship is going to go ahead and steal a cargo. If he does decide to fight, then they're going to go ahead and roll the dice. So let's just say we roll the dice, and pink has rolled a 4, yellow has rolled a 3, and so I've won. So what's going to happen in this case is that you're going to go ahead and subtract these numbers, and this is going to be the damage that is going to be taken. So in this case, the yellow ship would take 1 damage if he had one of these upgrade cards. If he didn't have an upgrade card, then he's going to end up having to give the winning player a piece of the cargo that equals the difference of the dice. If it's with a pirate ship is automatically going to start fighting. If the pirate ship loses, the pirate ship will be eliminated. Okay, so the game end is going to be triggered once all of these spaces here on the planets have been filled with these little markers. Each of the player ships are going to go ahead and land on a planet, perform planetary landing procedures, and then final scoring will happen when the players calculate their specimen bonuses and collect the appropriate credits for those, and then you'll count all your credits, and then the winner of the game is going to be the one that has the most amount of credits. One of the things about this game that to me makes it satisfying is just being able to drop things into the little sandbox area where you have all of the cargo. It's kind of feels like you're throwing poker chips in the middle of the table, which I really like the idea of the flight path when you're trying to configure it in a way to where you can get the most amount of stuff and try to get onto a planet, and then maybe even try to attack your opponent. Selling asteroids, of course, you can do that, and there's different planets that will give you different prices for asteroids. Collecting salvage, which will allow you to get some of those explorer cards that can help you to get even more points with the aliens and then the upgrades. There's a lot going on in this game. When I made the space area, I made it smaller just for the purposes of filming, but you can make it bigger if you would like to. Overall, though, I enjoyed this game. It's a fun experience. It's not a very hard game to learn. When you look at the amount of pieces that are in this game, my gosh, there's just so many of them. So there is a lot of manipulating going on as far as trying to get points. There's a lot of different ways you can do that, and I like it. I like the game. The components I think are really nice. Definitely would recommend this game to anybody who likes space exploring games, anybody who likes sandbox games, and also games where you have a lot of different ways that you can score. So anyway, guys, that's my review of Drop Drive. We'll see you. Keep on going.